What's up, y'all? It's the Shaman of Shank back at you, and today I got a special one for you. Well, it's special to me because this knife actually is the first Emerson I ever bought. It's the knife that whenever I saw it, I said, I have to have this knife. This knife is an absolute beauty, and everything at that point in time, which still is to this day, that's important to me in a knife, because I have a buck past. Well, buck 110, of course, clip points, Bowie knives. I saw this knife and I said, I gotta have it. And that knife is the beloved, the beautiful Appalachian. Man, oh man, I am still in love with this knife to this very day. And as you see, it's still got the regular black G10 on it, but I've put a Lynch clip on it. I'll put that information down below as I always do. He's got some great stuff. This is more of like more of a deep pocket carry, which I usually now carry this knife whenever I go out on the boat and stuff. So it's good to be kind of deeper in the pocket. And also, of course, I got the gold screws from Screw For You on eBay. But this knife, man, oh man, look at that viciousness. It is just an absolute beaut. I mean, my goodness. Blade coming in at 3.4 overall, 8.7 inches. Ergonomics amazing. I mean, this knife is coined to be a hunter, but man, oh man, it's got Emerson DNA all in it. I mean, it's definitely got a tactical edge to it. I mean, you got the wave. It locks in your hand. You got that beautiful upswept back end right there. Just grips right in there. Great for, cleaning an animal, but also so many more things. There's so many knives, can be for other than what they're meant to be. But this knife is meant to be a hunter. I mean, that's clear as day on the website, clear as day from just looking at it. And like I said, when I saw this knife coming from, being like the buck 110 guy, buck 119 guy, I had to have it. I mean, look at that. That is absolutely gorgeous. And like I've said before in other videos, I mean, this tip, of course, it does have a tactical edge, but you gotta be, I'm weary of this tip. And don't get me wrong, I have tried this tip. I have done some things with this tip that I probably shouldn't be doing. But yeah, and it's held up definitely, but always within reason. Watch that tip on that, because I mean, it is first and foremost, meant to be a hunting knife, a hunting accessory. But man, oh man, isn't that beautiful. But there's a story behind this knife. I think I may have mentioned and said I would talk about it whenever I was to review this knife. Whenever I first bought this knife, I ordered basic, just like this, with the satin finish blade, and they sent me in the mail the black finish. And with that being said, blam, baby, look at that beaut. Now this one has been pimped out, okay? And this knife, to be honest with you, I love all my Emersons, and to be honest with you, I don't really carry this one as much as I used to and as I should, because man, this knife, to me, this knife, the way it's done up, I mean, I've got the Camo Micarta on it, done by none other than the Tom Engelson that I always talk about. I got the Kahless silver Arrowhead thumb disc on there. I got the Pirate clip on there from Emerson. And of course, these screws are all custom cut to fit this micarta, the thickness of this micarta by Tom. So really the only thing stock on this knife is the liners and the blade. And of course, the clip from Emerson, but that's not stock. You have to buy that aftermarket. But yeah, this thing is completely pretty much customized all the way to the bar, baby. But man, oh man, this knife is an absolute beauty. And as you see, I mean, this is technically the first Emerson I've ever owned. But of course, that's where the story kicks in. I emailed them back and say, hey, it's not a big deal. I'm still happy with the knife, but you guys sent me the black finish instead of the satin finish I ordered. Got an email back, and they said, no problem. We got you a satin on the way. Didn't even ask for this knife back. I'm like, oh my goodness. Okay. 2 Appalachians. Like I said, and they knew it was, a fault on their behalf, and they just ate it. And, they came through for you, boy. But man, oh man. And like I said, you can see this blade has been used. I used this knife for a long time. I mean, I think I carried the Appalachian for well over a year, year and a half before I think the second knife I bought was the Sheepdog. And I'll definitely review that on here coming up. But man, oh man, look at that beaut. And I don't think they make the black finish anymore, guys. I think I've seen it on the Sark on their website, but I mean, you know, that's the only knife I think I've seen it available on. I think the Thunderstorm finish has taken place of that. But look at that beauty, guys. And like I said, that micarta, man, just fills out the hand. You know, great work by Tom. Definitely check him out. But this knife to me is like a family heirloom knife. Like one day, if I'm blessed enough, I want this to be like, you know, this was grandpa's knife. Like, I mean, this has that feel to it. It's just rustic. It is just absolutely classic. And it just, it checks every box for me. The Bowie blade, the length, the grip, the ergonomics, the aesthetic, the look, just absolutely amazing, guys. I mean, come on. It's beautiful. But like I said, you know, getting back to the base of the knife, this knife is absolutely beautiful. And to be honest with you, it sits on the Emerson website for way too long. And I really don't understand that because, you know, the Buck 110, one of the best selling knives ever in the history of knives, you know, is, you know, I just don't understand how anybody who's like a fan of, well, I can't understand it. I understand, you know, it's not quite, it don't have the, you know, wood. The Buck 110 is a different knife than this, of course. But I mean, every one of my buddies that I've shown this knife to that are like, you know, avid hunters, fishermen, outdoorsmen, they're like, yes, please. Let me get that. I mean, and it is just an amazing knife for outdoors, especially. But like I said, also for everyday task. But like, I'm really, really surprised this knife is set on the website for as long as it has, as it does. Because I remember right when this knife first came out, I think in like 2015 or so, it was a signature series, and I didn't get my hands on that one. I was like, oh my gosh, and I just put my name on the waiting list and waited, and after a while it came back into production, and I jumped on that thing so quick, and I was so happy when I got it. And it was love at first sight. Like I said, this is my first Emerson. This is what turned me on to Emerson. Right after that, you know, that run in with the Bad Monkey from Southern Grind, you know, I was kind of like, man, oh man, kind of down in the dumps. But when I saw this one, I was like, perked me up again. Perked me up all again, baby. But like I said, you know, if you didn't get your hands on the Apache, this right here is amazing. I don't know why this doesn't get just as much like of a want and attraction as the Apache, because I mean, it is just a beautiful blade. And the one thing about that is like the Apache and this, of course, the Apache is a bit, I should have my Apache up here to compare, but the Apache's a bit wider, and of course the blade profile, the Apache's more forward facing with the clip point. This is more, as you see, the straight goes like it reminds me of like a rhinoceros horn, like it just swoops right up, which is great for just all that belly, you know, cleaning the deer. I've never cleaned a deer with this or cleaned an animal with it, but I definitely would not be opposed to using it, you know, since I do have two. And this is like, to be honest with you, now that, you know, I have my baby, my heirloom over here, you know, I take this, like I said, this knife out on the boat whenever we go out, just to have in my pocket, good, sturdy, great, sharp user. And also, you know, this out in the woods, like this is just my go-to to go out, like fishing, or, you know, if I don't have my Buck 110 on me, this right here. Like I said, but that Buck 110 holds that special place in me, with me, I always take it fishing with me and stuff like that. But this knife gets it done, guys. I mean, like I said, great spine on it. Just, of course, you know, the tip, you know, with any clip point, you want to be aware of that. Just, you know, not to chip that, or, you know, if you were to drop this, like, unfortunately, like straight down and it hit like concrete, I have no doubt probably there would cause some damage to that tip. And that's okay, because this knife is, like I said, it has that, it has that tactical feel to it. It's got great jimping right here. Great jimping, great ergonomics. This knife could definitely be considered a tactical. This is the perfect marriage of hunting meets tactical. It's amazing, guys. And like I said before with the, the Huck, if you were to put this knife in a Bass Pro Shop or any hunting or outdoorsman store, it'd be flying off the shelves. There's no doubt about it. I mean, look at that. It is gorgeous. Great blade length, great everything about it. I really can't say enough about this knife. It's my first love. It's what turned me on to Emerson. And then after that, you know, the rest is history. I just went down a rabbit hole, and here I am, 13 knives later, still loving them. But yeah, guys, and like I said, this, like I said, I'll put information about the clip from Lynch. Probably some of you guys already know about that. He's got some beautiful stuff for an array of knives, not just Emerson. I think Spider Co. and some other brands. But look at that, guys, absolutely gorgeous. And like I said, they don't do the black anymore, which I'm kind of surprised they don't. But I mean, and like I said, I'm not really a colored blade kind of guy, and I would definitely choose Thunderstorm over that black finish. But heck, I'm not complaining, guys. A free Appalachian. Of course, like I said, they knew they made a mistake. It wasn't on my behalf, but I'm very happy with the response on that. But look at that, guys. I mean, it is absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. If you have not checked out the Appalachian and this knife appeals to you, you like Bowie knives, and you're an outdoorsman, I definitely highly recommend this knife. It's pretty much always on the Emerson website for a long period of time, and I really don't understand why, because this knife checks every box for anybody who's like an outdoorsman or anything along those lines, or like I said, just wants a very able knife. I mean, and like I said, one thing I like about Bowies or clip points in general, especially with this kind of aggressive tip, is even if you're out and this blade gets dull as crap and won't even cut a piece of bread, you always got that point. You always got that point for whatever you need be, you know what I mean? Get a little nasty with it. But I mean, you always have that point, and I think that's super cool. But but drop points, you got that too. But that right there, look at that, guys. Like that is straight murder. I mean, come on. Absolutely beautiful, great lockup on it. And like I said, I carry this knife, well, mainly, really, to be honest with you, I carried this black blade for a very long time, because even though at the time before I really got it pimped out by Tom, I was like, I really don't care for black blades, so I just put this knife in my pocket and I straight used the crap out of it. Like I said, I remember one time I came in through the basement of my house, and the upstairs door was locked, but it had like that chain lock on it, the little thing on the chain where you slide it in. I kind of cracked the door open and stuck this in there and had to pry it out and get that thing out for like 15 minutes. And look at that tip, straight, rocking, strong. Of course we got some wear on there, but like I said, that adds to the character, guys. I mean, that's a story being told. You got to use these knives, baby. Like I said, I know they're not cheap, but Emerson is meant to be used just like any knife. And that's why I think I kind of stick to Emerson, because I mean, yes, 200, 250, even right at, going to the 300 range is a lot for a knife. I mean, you got your other knives out there, your, Chris Reeves and stuff going to the 600, 700 range, the Hinderer and stuff. But I mean, Emerson's just that sweet spot where, you pay a lot for it. You pay for me personally speaking, the quality, but you're not afraid to get that bad boy dirty. It cleans up like a charm. And, I can't say enough about them. And I can't say enough about this knife, guys. I really hope you guys enjoy. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. And like I said, this is my first love, man. If you have not checked out the Appalachian, please do. Please do. You will not regret it, especially if this knife, does speak to you. The weight on this knife, this would probably be more accurate because it has like the regular G10s on it. This knife, I don't believe it has the weight on the site. But if I had to guess, I would definitely between 4.5 and 5 ounces. Not bad. Rides great in the pocket. Pretty decently thin profile. I mean, there are thinner profiles in this, but it fits in the pocket. And like I said, that curve right there, you just slide it right down in the corner of your pocket, man, and it just fits like a glove, and it's there. It ain't going nowhere. And like I said, I mean, this knife will do anything you need it to do. I mean, I can't say it enough. I know I don't want these videos to sound repetitive. I don't want, I just want to give you my thoughts on it, and, please share your thoughts with me and I'll answer any questions, but, it's great. It's great. This is, like I said, this one is in the collection forever, which really, to be honest with you, I don't really plan or want to sell any of my Emersons ever. I pray I never have to, or, or anything like that, because they all hold a special place to me. Really, the only Emerson I've ever gotten rid of out of my collection was the Emerson, I'm going to say it wrong, the Yangtze, Y-A-N-G-T-Z-E. I ordered that bad boy and I was like, nope, this this ain't it. It was like an impulse buy, but I got it, and that may be the knife for you. I mean, it was a beautiful knife. Beautiful action on it. Great everyday carry if you like smaller knives, but just for me, it didn't speak to me, and I said, I got to do something with this. I got to give it a home where it will get appreciated. So I did get rid of that one, but back to the story here, back to the Appalachian. Beautiful knife, guys. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I want to say about this beaut, because it is absolute amazing knife. And like I said, you know, for outdoors, hunting, anything like that, this knife will get it done in a heartbeat. But I hope you guys enjoyed. And like I said, man, beautiful work by Tom. Beautiful work by Tom. And with these Micarta scales on there, this bad boy shoots up probably a little bit over 5 ounces. But I mean, nothing that you can't handle. I personally like a little bit of weight to my knife. I like to know, you know, that I can get in there, and this makes me feel like I got more of a quality tool on me. But man, oh man, that is a straight heirloom, baby. Heirloom. But that's pretty much it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll get back on here and drop another one with whatever comes out of this old boy's pocket next. And you know, if you guys have any suggestions of things you want me to go over or anything that I can do better, please let me know. I really enjoy talking about these knives. I enjoy hearing from anybody who's got anything to say about them or any questions. But just let me know, and I'll definitely try to improve the videos or give you guys more of what you want to hear about. But, you know, it's essentially just how I feel about the knife. Absolutely beautiful, absolutely amazing. The Emerson Appalachian, the perfect marriage of tactical and hunting. I hope you guys enjoyed, and please, please stay sharp.